Hello, children. How are you today? I'm fine. And you? How are you feeling today? Very good. And what's the weather like today? Is it today a sunny day, a cloudy day, a rainy day, or a windy day? Let's see, Lolo. Look through the window and tell us what's the weather like today. Very good. Well, today I am going to read you a story. This story, it's about a little girl named Little Red Riding Hood and a big bad wolf. Let's see, come on. Little Red Riding Hood by Gabby Goldsack. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived with her mommy in a cottage on the edge of the forest. Whenever the little girl went outside to play, she wore a beautiful red cloak that her grandma had made for her. It had a big red hood, so everyone called the little girl Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mommy asked her to take a basket of food to Grandma. Grandma isn't feeling well, Mommy explained, and I'm sure she will love to see you. Grandma lived in the other side of the forest, so Mommy drew them up on a piece of paper so that Little Red Riding Hood wouldn't get lost. The map. And remember, don't talk to any strangers along the way, said Mommy, helping Little Red Riding Hood into the cloak. Little Red Riding Hood took the basket of food and skipped into the forest. On the way, Little Red Riding Hood saw some beautiful blue flowers. Whoop! Grandma might like this, she thought, as she bent down to pick a handful of the flowers. She didn't realize someone else was in the forest. Hello, little girl, said a deep, growly voice. Little Red Riding Hood jumped with pride. The big bad wolf! A big wolf peered out from behind one of the trees. Oh, hello, replied Little Red Riding Hood, smiling back at the wolf. She had already forgotten her mommy's warning. Where are you going? Growled the wolf. I'm visiting my sick grandma who lived on the other side of the forest, Little Red Riding Hood explained. Ah, what a kind girl you are, smiled the wolf, showing off his razor-sharp teeth. Just then, the wolf's tummy gave a loud rummy grumble. What was that? Asked Little Red Riding Hood. The sun thunders over the hill, said the sneaky, hungry wolf, as he ran away as fast as he could to Grandma's cottage. The hungry wolf peered through Grandma's window and saw the old lady in bed. With a loud howl, the wolf dashed into the cottage and gobbled up Grandma in a large glob. Then the wolf put on Grandma's pearl nightcap and glasses, clambered into her bed, and pulled the quid up to his chin. Now, all he had to do was wait for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive. Poor Little Red Riding Hood and poor Granny. Let's see. When Little Red Riding Hood reached the cottage, she was surprised to find the front door wide open. Grandma, she called, are you there? I am in the bedroom, replied the wolf in a strange wobbly voice. Little Red Riding Hood went into the bedroom and gasped in surprise when she saw her grandma. She looked sort of different. Grandma must be very, very sick, thought Little Red Riding Hood. I hope it isn't cotton. What big eyes you have, Grandma, she said as she went over the bed. All the better for seeing you with, the wolf replied in the same wobbly voice. Wow. Grandma, what big ears you have! The better to hear you with, my dear. Grandma, what big mouth you have! The better to eat you with, my dear. Little Red Riding Hood screamed and tried to run away. Help! But the hungry wolf was too fast. He leaped out of the bed and gobbled her up in a single greedy gulp. Poor Little Red Riding Hood! A peasant woodcutter heard Little Red Riding Hood scream and ran into the cottage. When he saw the wolf's enormous belly, he guessed what had happened. He picked up the wolf and shook him hard. Little Red Riding Hood and Grandma flew out of the wolf's mouth. Luckily, they weren't hurt, but they were very cross. Woo! Grandma, Little Red Riding Hood, and the woodcutter chased the wolf into the forest and over the hill. Little Red Riding Hood never spoke to strangers again. Bye-bye, wolf! The end. Did you like the story? I love it. I really love it. And you? Well, now we are going to make 2 puppets so that you can role play your favorite part of the story. Are you ready? You have to draw the characters. Then you will have to cut them. And you can put a stick on the back. Oh, what big eyes you have! The better to see you with, my dear. Oh, Granny, what big ears you have! The better to hear you with, my dear. Oh, Granny, what big mouth you have! The better to eat you with, my dear. It's your turn. Good luck, children. Love you so much. Bye-bye.